Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday evening Trip Delivers overview. We'll get started here in just about 30 seconds. Looks like we're going to have a few more folks hopping on. Want to welcome everybody on to our overview. And definitely those of you that are brand new looking at this information for the first time, we are going to run a brief company overview, just share a little bit about who we are, what we do, and how you can be a part of it and potentially benefit financially from being a part of the Trip Delivers family. So we'll go ahead and kick things off. Let me share my screen here real quick and run through a quick company overview for those of you that are looking at this for the very first time. And Trip Delivers, when I first saw this opportunity, I got extremely excited. It's a new company. I mean, they're literally disrupting a massive industry. The delivery side launched November of 2020, participating in the $107 billion restaurant delivery business. But there's massive growth projected within this industry, and we are key disruptors within this massive industry of restaurant delivery. There's 60% of US consumers right now that are ordering takeout or delivery at least once a week. As big as the industry is, the online food industry is set to supersize to a $200 billion annual revenue by 2025, according to Forbes magazine. So there's a lot of room to grow. If you can go from 100 billion to 200 billion within a few years, you definitely want to position yourself in the middle of that growth so you can grab some of that revenue that's flying right now from the restaurants, from the consumers, and bottom line is we can get in the middle of that. The industry players are massive: DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, multiple billion-dollar companies. There's $100 million a year companies like Waiter, Delivery.com, Eat Street. As big as all these companies are, there's an opportunity because every single one of them pretty much does exactly the same thing. Their business model is exactly the same, and that's where Trip is different. Our whole goal is to create happy restaurants, happy drivers, happy customers. A lot of these big companies, billion-dollar companies, they've got a lot of unhappy restaurants because they charge them an arm and a leg. They've got a lot of customers that are unhappy because they don't offer really good customer service. And they have a lot of drivers that are unhappy because they send them out on orders that are going to make them $2 or whatever, and it doesn't even pay for their gas money. So Trip is so different, especially when you look at the restaurant side. If you got an average restaurant doing 20 orders a day with about a $40 average per order, over a year, they're going to pay, whether it's Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, they'll pay around $99,000 a year in delivery fees to these big providers. Trip, if you did the same orders, the same amount for the year, you'd pay about $14,000 instead of $99,000. You'd save almost $85,000 a year if you're a restaurant owner utilizing Trip Delivers versus Uber Eats. And the beauty is there's nothing different. It really doesn't matter to a restaurant owner whether Trip Delivers comes and picks up the food and takes it to a client or whether Uber does, as long as it's great service and it gets to the client. The only difference is you have to pay $85,000 more to have one of the big companies send it versus having Trip send it. So every restaurant's going to choose to work with Trip and convert as many clients to the Trip Delivers family as humanly possible. We don't have those 30, 35% fees every time a delivery goes out of a restaurant. We have a $2 to $3 flat restaurant fee. It's $2 for members, $3 for non-members. A restaurant can become a member by paying $99 a year. The restaurants are paid pretty much instantly. As soon as a credit card swipes in their restaurant, it funds the next day in their bank account. If someone goes onto our website and orders, it funds the next day into the restaurant's bank account. Just like I went in there with a credit card and swiped it, no different for the restaurant. They get paid next day. Drivers get paid next day pretty much, just like they took a swipe on their phone with a Square reader or something. It hits their bank account the very next day. We have no hidden service fees that are paid by our customers. A lot of the other companies do that. So that creates happy restaurants, happy drivers, and definitely creates happy customers. Our executive team is second to none. We have Bob McNulty as our chief executive officer. He's built several billion-dollar companies and exited for hundreds of millions of dollars, trained over 300,000 people worldwide at sales, marketing. They specialize in market disruption and creating viral growth. This might be the first time you've ever heard of Trip Delivers, but I promise it won't be the last. We are starting to grow and starting to expand, and more people are starting to hear the name Trip Delivers out there. If you said, this sounds good, I'd like to be a part of what you guys are doing, it's free. Just download the app. Whoever invited you onto this webinar can send you a referral link so you can download the application. It's free. Once you've got the app, you have a little button that says refer and earn. You can actually refer other customers and you earn a percentage every time that customer places an order for delivery. You can refer drivers and earn a percentage off of those drivers doing delivery. You can refer restaurants and you can make a percentage. You can make 40 cents every time that restaurant does an order. So that's free. Now, if you want to drive, we have our side hustle driver. The minimum our drivers take out per order is $5.40. Nothing like the big boys. We don't do $2 or $3 orders and send our drivers out to do that stuff. We can literally help our drivers earn way more money, but the drivers can also refer customers, refer other drivers, and refer restaurants and earn income by doing that. There's a $40 a month fee for our side hustle drivers. They don't pay that fee until the end of the month. They get to drive for 30 days, earn income, and then they pay that. And the bottom line is, if they're taking a lot of orders, they can upgrade to what we call a pro driver. $99 a month. Pro drivers can take unlimited orders. They earn 50% on all the referrals. And then if their referrals start bringing in restaurants, drivers, or other customers, they can actually make a percentage off of their referrers contacts as well. Then we have what we call it marketers. They pay $400 a year. A marketer earns 50% on all their referrals, plus they can make Connect 2 referrals and what we call Connect 3 referrals. And I'll explain that. On top of that, they've got a replicating website, a Verb marketing platform, and a round robin lead generator program where they get leads that come into them on a daily basis. There's 4 ways to earn with Trip Delivers: referring customers, referring drivers, referring restaurants, or referring marketers. That's it. And you get paid for doing those things. If you refer a customer to the app, whether you're a free customer or a marketer, it doesn't matter. You make 40 cents every time that customer places an order. If you refer a restaurant, you make 40% every time an order goes out of that restaurant. That can add up. Let's say you referred 10 restaurants that were doing 20 deliveries a day. That's 6,000 orders a month. 40 cents per order, you're making $2,400 a month. And that's residual. As long as that restaurant's doing orders, you're getting paid over and over and over, month after month, year after year, because you introduced this to a few restaurants. Now, a lot of people won't refer 10 restaurants. They might get 1 or 2. We have people that within their first couple of weeks referred over 60 restaurants to Trip Delivers. So there's no limit on how many restaurants you can refer. There's no limit to the amount of money you can earn on those 40-cent clips every time an order goes out of one of the restaurants you refer. They also have what we call our Connect 2 and Connect 3 earnings, where you can actually build an organization. Maybe you have a background in recruiting or management or training. You can introduce people to the Trip Delivers family, and you can earn a percentage off of their referral network. You've got your Connect 1, where you introduce 10 restaurants, and let's say you added 10 drivers that you referred. That would put $2,900 a month in your pocket. Those 10 restaurants and 10 drivers, as long as they're doing deliveries, you're getting paid every month. But what if you introduced 3 people that became marketers and they wanted to do the exact same thing you did? They each referred 10 restaurants and 10 drivers. So between all 3 of them, you've got 30 new restaurants, 30 new drivers. Off that Connect 2 percentage, you'd earn $2,250 per month. Even though you didn't refer the restaurants, you didn't refer the drivers, your team did, you make a percentage. Now, let's say they do the same thing you did. They introduced 3 marketers each. So you got 9 different marketers on that 3rd level. They go get 10 restaurants and 10 drivers each. So now you've got 90 pro drivers, 90 restaurants on what we call your Connect 3. You make a percentage off that, $3,150 per month off your Connect 3 contacts. So if you add that all together, that's $8,300 per month in income, because you built a little organization with 12 people that each went out and got 10 drivers, 10 restaurants. Now that's doable. Some people will refer 0 drivers, 0 restaurants. That's fine. Again, we've got folks that have referred 60 restaurants in their first couple of weeks. So you can do as much as you want, as little as you want. We say you run your race at your own pace. We're not here to set your goals for you, but if you have some financial goals and we can help you achieve them, that's our job. help you achieve the goals that you want to reach out for. The beauty of Trip Delivers is we're going to teach and train every single one of you every step of the way. How do you refer a restaurant to the Trip Delivers family? What does it take to onboard a driver? How do I share the app and get customers ordering from me on a daily basis? We will train you every step of the way on how to do everything you need to learn how to do to earn income with Trip Delivers. If you're looking at this information, you say and say to yourself, this sounds pretty good. There's 4 simple steps to getting started. We keep everything really simple. The bottom line, whoever invited you onto this webinar, get with them, have them send you their link so you can sign up for free on the app. If you're in one of the cities that we've launched, try the service. We're pre-launched right now. Nashville, Tennessee is the first city that we've opened for delivery. So if you're in Nashville, try the service. If you're not in Nashville, you can start to refer restaurants in your area, drivers, customers, and we'll open your area pretty soon. Bottom line, we can look at our software and see where our organization is growing, and we can expand accordingly. Once you try our service and you're excited about it, who do you know? Who do you know that eats food that might be a customer? Pretty much everybody we know eats. Who do you know that the economy's hammered pretty good and they're looking to make extra income? Maybe they want to join the gig economy, become a driver. You can refer and earn every time customers place orders or drivers start delivering for Trip Delivers. What about restaurants? Do you know anyone that owns restaurants? Right now, restaurants are looking for ways to increase their income. And who do you know that might be looking for more than just a part-time income? We're looking for marketers who want to make a substantial part-time or potentially even a full-time income with Trip Delivers. They're the type of folks that are going to refer more than 10 restaurants and more than 10 drivers. We want to meet those people. If you know who they are, introduce them to us and you can earn an override. If you're one of those people, let us know and we'll help you earn a ton of overrides off of restaurants and drivers on a daily basis. The 4th step is probably the most important: training. Again, we teach you every step of the way. In business, timing and positioning is everything. You're fortunate that you're seeing this live overview today. We actually have a stock promotion that's going on for the next few days. It ends February 7th. So you got a few more days from today where if you introduce marketers to the Trip Delivers family, you can earn 500 stock options within all 3 of your connection levels. So we have folks, literally, I just had a gentleman today and his 3 connections added 9 new marketers, which is not too bad. 4,500 shares of stock for 9 new marketers. That's great for one day. Not everybody's going to do that, but he did it. The bottom line is we can't guarantee what this stock's going to do. If it opens at $10 a share, then this guy just made $45,000 today. I think DoorDash is at like $180 a share or whatever. I mean, obviously that'd be even better for him if we were at $100 a share. The bottom line is if you go out and do the things you're going to do anyways over the next few days, you're going to get rewarded a little bit more with some stock incentives. So Trip Delivers, again, is disrupting this industry. Imagine a restaurant that's paying thousands of dollars a week to Uber Eats and could pay us hundreds of dollars to do the same thing. Those restaurants are looking for the opportunity to put more money back in their bank accounts. Customers right now are getting paid nothing for referring apps for other people to take deliveries and to drive and to order as customers. Why do that? Why refer someone to Uber or DoorDash if they're not going to pay you? We do. You can join the Trip Delivers family and get paid for everyone you tell about Trip Delivers. And it's better to get paid for doing it than to do it for free. Each and every one of you is at the right place at the right time. Trip Delivers is going to disrupt one of the fastest growing industries in the world. And when we do, the only question becomes, were you a major part of it? And those of you who see the same thing I did, you see the same vision that I did when I sat down in your seat and saw this overview for the first time, you're going to be extremely excited that you positioned yourself in the middle of a booming industry with a company that's getting ready to disrupt the billion-dollar players that are playing right now, and they're all doing it the same way, and there's a way to beat them, and you can help us do it. Get with whoever invited you onto this webinar tonight. Let them know you want the free application so you can download and become a free customer. And then from there, you can start referring and decide to build it as big as you want to build it. For those of you that do make that decision, I'll look forward to chatting with each and every one of you on our next